Da 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 da. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. One of the fucking classics on the NES. Here on out referred to as Punch-Out, was released by Nintendo in 1987, when I was just 6 years old, and we totally sucked at video games. But we didn't care. It was all about having fun. Now, Punch-Out was one of those games growing up that we rarely saw the actual end of the game, mainly because Mike Tyson hits like a fucking truck, just like he did in real life. You play as a new and upcoming boxer named Little Mac, who's the cousin of Big Mac, I guess, who fights his way up through the professional boxing circuit. You start out in the minor circuit, and off we go. One of the weird things you'll notice about this game is that Little Mac is listed as being 17 years old, while the majority, if not all the other fighters you face in the game, are all adult professional boxers. How this is sanctioned is beyond me. Fortunately, the first opponent, Glass Joe, has a record of 1-99, meaning he's lost 99 matches, so there's not that much to worry about. Interestingly, he's also from France, and with a loss record like that, you wonder if it was a personal jab against the country? The bell rings, and with Mario as the referee, you come out swinging. Mac has just a few attacks that you have to use in order to bring down your opponent. You have a left and a right jab, a left and a right body blow, and the all-powerful uppercut. You can also dodge to the left and right to avoid incoming blows, and you can also straight up block, although in later stages, it's easier just to dodge than block. You have a health meter at the top, along with a star and a heart meter. A heart meter keeps track of how many attacks you can perform before you get tired out and turn pink. When you're pink, you have to wait till max hearts automatically replenish, and getting hit by opponents when you're pink causes massive damage, on higher level opponents causing instant knockout. The object is to either knock the opponent out via knockout or technical knockout, or knock them down 3 times during the match, which is TKO. The star meter keeps track of your stars, obviously. What do stars do? If you're lucky enough to land a punch just before the enemy attacks, a blinking star will appear above their head. This allows Mac to do an uppercut by pressing the start button. Very powerful, but you can only hold a max of 3 stars at once, so you better know when the best time to use them. Punch-Out features around a dozen opponents, and seems like every other boxing game. However, it became known, way back in the day, that not only does each opponent have a weakness, but if done correctly and at the right time, every opponent can be taken out with a single hit. They usually have a tell, and it's usually right before they execute their signature attack. You continue moving through the minor circuit, facing off against generic, stereotypical opponents like Von Kaiser, who obviously is from Germany, and Piston Honda, from Japan. For each third opponent, you enter a title bout. Get hype! Defeat Honda, and you're the new minor circuit champ. Next is the classic training montage, totally throwing back to the Rocky movies. I always thought it was funny that Mac's trainer, who one would assume pedals the bike every time Mac runs, looks like a bowling ball. You'd think he'd be in a little better shape pedaling that bike all over New York City. After the end of the short montage, you get a password, which will allow you to resume your game should you stop playing or something else happens. You go on and enter the major circuit, where the opponents get noticeably tougher. I normally don't have a problem with most of them, but King Hippo still gives me a hard time, mainly because he's programmed to block almost every attack, his weakness being the little bandage on his belly. If the fight goes on for more than one round, there'll be a short break, where the characters exchange simple and usually silly dialogue, with both fighters showing more physical damage the longer the fight goes on. Great Tiger just happens to be from India. Yeah, this game totally goes against being PC, but it was the 80s and it's an NES game, so you can't really blame it too much. Bald Bull is the title bout for the major circuit, and I can never figure it out. Based on the assumed size of Little Mac, Bald Bull must be what, like 12 fucking feet tall? How can Mac even physically hit his head? You move on to the World Circuit, which is the last group of fighters before motherfucking Mike Tyson.
Yeah!
Some of the previous fighters are reused, but obviously have increased in difficulty, like Don Flamenco and Piston Honda. Soda Popinski is a new fighter, hailing from Mother Russia. And Mr. Sandman, who is supposed to be from Philly, but I've never been able to figure out what or who he's actually based on. You face Super Macho Man in the title bout, and Little Mac is crowned the new champ. It's the classic underdog taking on the world. Hidden in the newspaper headlines is the final code. The code that will take you to the greatest match you'll ever face. The Dream Bout. Iron Mike Tyson. They call him Kid Dynamite in the game, which is a little silly, but this was earlier in his career. Nintendo created a pretty good likeness of Tyson, actually, even down to the gap in his teeth. Now, just like in real life, Tyson is no fucking joke, and can literally knock you down with a single hit, regardless if you have full health or not. But since Little Mac ate a fucking Big Mac before the match, he knocks Tyson the fuck out.
You got knocked the fuck out!
You're given a short victory message by Tyson, and the game is over. You're the fucking champion of the universe. The sound effects and music are simple enough. Just a few tunes that get replayed, but the training montage music is really catchy. Punching sounds, and especially the falling down sound, is really funny. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is one of my great memories growing up as a gamer. And there are tons of people I talk to all the time who have a lot of the same memories. That's how you really know a game from 30 years ago is a classic, because it's still a lot of fun to play today. Nintendo re-released the game in 1990, simply titled Punch-Out, because they had lost the right to use Mike Tyson's name and decided not to get it back again. So any version of the game you play nowadays, even on the Virtual Console, is just Punch-Out. But we all know that it's fucking Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. It will always be Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, no matter what anyone says or thinks otherwise. Not this lame-ass cartoony cover. The real deal. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Go check it out.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Don't forget to check out my Twitch account for live shoot-'em-up action, my real-time playthrough videos, MAME Mondays, and other fun gaming videos as well.